Alright, it's finally here. I'm so excited for this, bro. This is the FUJIN Zero. I pre-ordered this, I want to say 2 months ago when they first announced it on Twitter. Actuator Factory. Yeah, I saw it on Twitter and it looks so cool, and I really wanted to have it, so it's here. It's finally here. Let's unbox it and do a quick lever review and showcase. Before I do that, bro, like, take a look at this packaging. It's so nice. It's got the logo right here. You know, obviously FUJIN Zero blue. I really like the black and blue colorway on this box. I mean, it's just a box, but it's really nice. Some more information on the back. Okay, let's open it up. Let's see what's inside. Here it is. Okay, so since I pre-ordered it, I got a pre-order bonus. They gave me a couple different actuators. All the sizes are marked on here, but yeah, we'll go through these later. I'm probably gonna start with the smallest one, and then just change them out in this video. There was an option to choose between a bat top and the capsule top, but I couldn't decide, so I went ahead and ordered both. So I'm gonna start with the bat top because I guess that's the authentic FUJIN experience. They usually come with bat tops, but I normally play on capsule. That's why I ordered this capsule top. But this is really nice. Like, feels really smooth. It's not countersunk, and there's no insert in here, I don't think. From the photos I saw on Twitter, I don't think there's an insert. Yeah, they just threaded it right into the plastic, but I mean, that's fine. There's no flats for a wrench. I'm a little concerned that maybe this might spin off while I'm playing, but we'll see. I'll try to get as tight as I can when I put it on. I'll measure these shafts in a little bit. They should be the same size though, same shaft, just different toppers. And here is the lever. Dang, dude, this thing is so nice. This FUJIN here, I believe. The Zero here, airbag guy, the guy that designed the lever. This is an aluminum body that's painted blue. Man, this is so nice. So on Twitter, when they first announced this lever, it was this white, like, also instead of an individual switch plate, a separate switch plate like this right here. They integrated this switch plate and like the top housing of the lever together. That's unique. I don't know if they're the first to do it, but it's not very common. But it's really cool. But yeah, when this was first announced on Twitter, the body wasn't blue, it was like silver. I really like the silver and white look. And then later on they changed it to silver and blue. I was a little concerned because I don't know how I feel about it, but this actually looks really good. It feels really nice too. This feels very premium. Alright, enough yapping. Let me assemble this thing. Okay, actually before I assemble it, let me get some measurements. Okay, the shaft is 8.4 millimeters, 8.41. 8.4. I wonder how consistent it is between the two shafts. 8.4 and... oh, pretty consistent. Nice, nice. Alright, let's look at the switch spacing. 15.56, 57, and I might not be measuring this exactly right, but you know, 15 and a half. Yeah, it looks like around a 15 and a half millimeter switch spacing. Alright, nice. I think that's similar to the Alpha N, or maybe the Alpha N was 15 and 15.7, maybe? I don't know. Either way, let's assemble it. One thing about these actuators is, if you didn't know, these are double-sided, so depending on which way you put it in and then which way you put the screw in, it'll actually either allow you to have free spin or no spin at all. So I think this is the free spin way. Let me put it in this way. Alright, I think this is the free spin way. So yeah, you can see I can really spin the lever. But if I put it in the other way, it shouldn't have any spin. Let's try that. And even with this free spin, it doesn't actually spin that much. It's actually... I mean, you can force it to spin, but I think just playing with it, you wouldn't notice it too much. Alright, this way should be the no spin, I believe. Yeah, I'm a little concerned that this shaft is gonna come off while I'm playing. I mean, the top is gonna come off while I'm playing. I would have really liked for them to have some flats right here, so I can put a wrench down to it. That's my one complaint. There's no flats on the shaft for a wrench, but other than that, it's pretty nice. Yeah, virtually no spin. That's crazy. Feels really good. They recommended that you get this with the 30A, IST 30A grommet because of how much compression this has. I spec'd it with the 35, and this actually feels really good. Let's see, so this is the smallest actuator. So let's look at the throw. This is where the switch is activated, and then a little more. Yeah, the throw isn't too bad. Not too long. Yeah, this thing looks really good. I really like it so far. Alright, I'm gonna throw it in my arcade stick, and then I'm gonna test it out. And then in this video, I'll probably try all 3 of these different actuators. Alright, it's in. I gotta say, the white looks really good. Yeah, I like the way this looks. I don't have any other enclosures that'll fit a full color Korean lever, so I'm gonna have to use it in my make stick for now, which means I had to take out my Black Panta. I've been maining the Black Panta ever since I got it. So I think in this review, I'm gonna be comparing it to that a lot. And this is also my first FUJIN lever. So, I've never used a FUJIN lever before, so I don't really know what to expect going into this. All I know is that the throws for FUJIN levers are typically longer. And tight corner, very small corners. But right now I have the smallest actuator in. I'm gonna try it with this, and then I'll just progressively go up. So yeah, let's just jump into it. Alright, so yeah, let's test it out. The lever feels pretty good. Corners with the smallest actuator. Man, corners are tiny with a small actuator. I can backdash, but I gotta really be specific with it. Yeah, I don't think I like the small actuator. Let's see what it's like with Kazuya. Man, electrics are really easy on this thing. As someone who only does electrics with Keybox, electrics on this thing is pretty easy. Wow, okay. What the hell? I wonder if it would be the same with the bigger actuators. P1 wave dash pretty good. P1 electrics are also pretty good. Ah, okay. So this might be a Mishima lever. Yeah, this thing feels pretty good. I like it a lot. The tension isn't too high. It's not as snappy as the Black Panta, but I think it feels equally as smooth. If that makes sense. Like, the return to neutral isn't as abrupt. And, but you see this thing, like, I don't know if you can see it, kind of wobbles a little bit when you flick it back to neutral, or when you flick it and return to neutral. With the Black Panta, like, it'll just return to neutral and it won't shake as much. But as far as the smoothness of the throw, it's pretty much the same. Wow. Yeah, electrics are pretty good in this. Like I said, I don't usually do electrics unless I'm cheating. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the next size up. I think it's this 15mm actuator. Alright, I put in the 15mm actuator. Let's try it out. Okay, so immediately with the 15mm, well, corner's a little bit easier to find. Still not Still not too good. But not bad. PCF motions are pretty good. So the tension still is, I mean, it's not low tension, but I think I would like it to be just a little bit heavier. This is the 35A grommet. I have the IST Pink 40A, but I put that in my V7 and it didn't feel too good. I don't know if it would feel too good in this. I have a couple ASI grommets, but they're the dual tension, and I feel like the dual tension doesn't work too well unless it's in the black body. The compression from the black body helps with those dual tension grommets pretty well, but without the compression from the black body, they kind of feel like air and anything else. P1 wave dash is pretty good too. I'm gonna bump it up to 15.3. That might be a little bit too big, but I'm gonna try it out anyways. Alright, so now we got the 15.3mm actuator in. I'm concerned it might be a little bit big because the switch spacing is only like 15.5mm, but we'll try it out. Hey, actually, this is pretty good. Corners are pretty good. Pretty good. I'm not getting back sway nearly as much when I backdash. I mean, I'm getting here and there. I normally play with a circle collar. This is a full circle, so that might be part of the reason. But this feels pretty good. Quarter circles are pretty good. Yeah, I like this. Don't ask me to backdash on P2. Don't do it. It'll be sad. Right, Kazuya. Yeah. This 15.3mm actuator might be it. So I'm noticing electrics aren't as easy with the bigger actuator, but like wave dash is a lot faster. So I like the 15.3mm actuator a lot for like backdashing and wave dashing. It's not as good for electrics as like the smaller one, from what I'm finding out. Probably a skill issue, but it could also be like an actuator thing. Alright, I'm gonna put in the 15.6mm actuator real quick. It might be too big, honestly, because the switch spacing is only like 15.5mm, and this might be borderline unusable. But just try it out for the video. 15.6mm actuators in. Let's try it out. Last actuator. Hey, it's not bad. I was concerned it would be too big, but it's actually not that bad. The quarter circles aren't as easy with it. Again, probably a skill issue, but just I'm finding it's not as easy with this bigger actuator than versus the smaller one. Interesting. Movement feels okay. Movement might feel even better than the 15.3 as far as backdash cancels. But quarter circle isn't as good. For me, at least. For me. Crazy fast wave dashes. Electrics are still pretty good, but I think I had the best electrics with the 14.7mm actuator, like the smallest one. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I think I prefer the 15.3 better. But it's not bad. I don't know if if I would ever use this 15.6. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video as far as showing off the lever. Okay, so pros and cons. The lever quality is very good. It's very premium. Pretty good to use. It's not as snappy as the Black Panther, but I would say it's equally as smooth. The throw is longer than the Black Panther, but it's not too long to the point where it's like where I don't like it. I didn't like the throw on the SB lever. The SB lever. I didn't like the throw on it. It was like really long. I think that was like I think I had like a 6 point something millimeter shaft. I mean, it was crazy long throw. Like I said, looks good. Quality is good. Feels good. Very responsive. Not as snappy as a Black Panther, but equally as smooth. Depending on which actuator you put in, corners will be pretty easy to find. I like that you have the choice between spin or no spin. Like, bro, this is the no spin side. I can't even... Nothing. I like that. Even with the spin side, it doesn't spin very much. So that's nice. I'm kind of indifferent with the upper housing slash mounting plate combination. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, I guess. It's whatever. It comes with Gersing A3s, which are pretty decent switches. I have a set of Omron A6s that I'm probably going to throw into this. I really like those switches. Those are probably my favorite switches. Okay, so the negatives. This isn't a super easy lever to get. You have to order it directly from Actuator Factory on Discord. You can DM them. I also believe you can start buying them through I think it's a Japanese company. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but I'll throw it on screen somewhere. And I think Maki Arcade, you can get them through him as well. But that's really the only way. Either Actuator Factory directly. I just DM'd him on Discord and I pre-ordered through him. Otherwise, I have to use the other facets to get to it. It's really expensive. So just the lever by itself was like $160, and then I had to pay tariff fees to get this thing. Once the thing got into the country, which was like an extra $30. So I mean, between $190 and $200 for this thing, it's like super expensive. I want to say equally as expensive, or maybe even more expensive than my Black Panther. So yeah, I mean, it's really expensive. It's a good lever. I don't know if it was worth $200. But it is really good. Feels pretty good. If you already have a FUJIN 3, I can't really tell you if you should upgrade or not, because, like I said, I've never used a FUJIN 3, but as far as the FUJIN 0 goes, it's pretty good to use. So, I mean, if you have the money for this, and you want to try it out, I'd say it might be worth it. But I've only been using this thing for like 30 minutes or an hour or however long it's been. I think the Black Panther is still better. It's a lot more customizable for sure, because you only have one shaft option with this. The only thing you're really changing out is like grommets, and that's about it. I think this is actually better than the V7, Sandrix V7. It feels a lot smoother than the V7, and this V7 is pretty good. So yeah, I don't know if this would be worth it at $160, because that is very expensive. But if this was like around the price of a Sandrix V7, I would pick this over the V7 for sure. Yeah, for $160, I don't think it's worth it. But if this ever comes down in price, this is a pretty solid lever. I actually like this a lot. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment and subscribe. Like the video. Yeah, thank you.